Here we go.
Hi lovelies, it's NANAANG here, back with another Back to Basics video. Alright y'all, in this video we are going to see how to turn these Plano tips into these tips. Really simply using nail decals. We'll go step by step and I'll show you exactly how to put them on and protect them. Alright, if you're here for it, don't forget to give me a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'd love to have you in the family. Okay, so we're going to be using some Madam Glam today. These cute little 77 nail decals. She has a YouTube channel and a website, 77 Decals. I'll try to pop it up in here so you can take a look, and I'll try to link it in the description. Okay, so we've got our tips on, and my tips are over some builder gel. So if you have not watched that video, it will be coming out shortly. I'm testing a new peel off method that leaves your builder gel intact. Cross your fingers, I'm really hoping. Okay, so they have been put on, and I have top coated the underneath side. So now we need to get them ready for decals and gel polish. So I will go in with my Born Pretty 3-in-1 nail prep on top of the extensions to kind of chemically etch them and get them ready to be decorated. Just a thin coat, it just makes them sticky and able to hold on to your gel. Okay, and that is an air dry product, so we gotta let them dry for a second. Make sure they're good and sticky. All right, and then we are going in with Madam Glam's base coat. So how have y'all been? How have you been enjoying your summer? I have been camping a lot, which I love, and it's good for my soul. So I have been enjoying summer a lot, except for this heat, y'all. It has been so hot here in Iowa. We had a week of 90s this week, and fortunately, I work from home, so I don't have to deal with working in this. My husband does, and I really look up to those people that have to work in this because it is draining. Has it been that hot where you are? Let me know down in comments. Just want a real thin base coat, not getting it on my skin. Just a nice, smooth, thin coat. Okay, I'm going to hold that upside down for just a couple of seconds, and then I'm going to look them over and make sure we don't have any on our skin. Some right there. Madam Glam is, of course, HEMA TPO free, but it's never a good idea to get pure wet gel polish on your skin. You always want to remove it before you cure it. Okay, I'll be right back after these are cured for 60 seconds. Okay, I'm back and our base coat is on. Now, I always, through every step of gel application, I always wipe the sticky layer off of my nails. I always have, and I always will. I don't know if it's necessary for a base coat or anything like that. It's just something I've always done. Okay, so first layer of polish. So we're going to do the decals on these two fingers and the thumb. So I want them white, and then a couple of nails just in this gorgeous, I'm just in love with this. I have my toes done in this Love Wins from Madame Glam. It's like a hot pink, but it almost has like a blue base. So in some lights you can see it's kind of blue or purple. It's really, really pretty. So we're gonna do that on the thumb, or I mean on the pinky first for first coat. Okay, and the ring will be white because 77 decals are clear decals. They do not have a white background. So you want to paint the nail a solid color. White will make the decals really pop. Or you could do black if you were going with a gothier theme. This is just a white gel polish from Madame Glam. I can't remember what color it is. Just give me a second and I'll tell you. But this doesn't have to be perfect. We're not even going to put a second coat on that. We're just going to let it be a little see-through. This is actually called Loyal from Madame Glam. It's not a stark white. And in general application, it would definitely need 2 coats. Like I said, doesn't have to be perfect because it's just the underside of our decals, but also don't want it to be too see-through, right? All right, and this pointer will go back to Love Wins. Oh, I am just in love with this color. I believe this was with the June's. No, I think it May collection, May 2026 collection through Madame Glam. It's so pretty. It's that perfect mix between hot pink and red. I love it so much. All right, and then we're gonna put a decal on our thumbs, so we'll go in with the white again. So it was just 4th of July a couple of days ago. I don't know when you'll be seeing this, but we had a real good weekend at the campground. We are campground hosts at a local campground, so 2-week shifts we take with some other couples. Manning the campground, cleaning up after campers. So some 4th of July is going to be a real treat, but this one was not very bad at all. We made some pulled pork. We made some stuffed chicken breasts. We made all the fun 4th of July foods. Okay, let that level just a little bit. Like I said, that white is, you can see through it in some spots. Let's make sure we don't have any on our skin. Okay, now we're gonna cure those for 60 seconds and I'll be back. All right, I'm back for second coat for these Love Win nails. Like I said, I'm not going to put a second coat on the white ones because it's just a background and you're not gonna see it. Today we are going to do full cover decals. Anybody else struggle with the getting the angle for painting the pinky? I know, I sure do. I miss this outside edge all of the time. Well, looks like I got it that time. Okay, I'm gonna cure those two, and then we'll be back to start applying the decals. Okay, I'll be back. All right, I'm back, and once again, I'm going to take my alcohol, isopropyl alcohol. I believe this is 70%, and I'm gonna wipe the inhibition layer. See, when you have dark colors, there is definitely an inhibition layer there. Wipe them off. See? All right. And now we are done with Love Wins and Loyal. Okay, now we're gonna get our, I like to use an ice cube stamper and a little pot of H2O, just water. There's a cat hair in my water, for the love of God. Okay, so water, stamper, and your decals. Okay, now these decals fit my ring, middle, and thumb really, really well. So 77 Decals recommends that you trim these decals right along the curves, so there's not a bunch of excess to deal with. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cut them out. I'll speed this up so you don't have to watch me cut them. Okay, so then I'm just gonna hold this decal up to my finger, and I think that when it curves around is gonna be good. I like to, these decals can get kind of gummy. They're not the easiest to trim along the cuticle. So I try to trim them down as much as I can before I put them on. That way, now they're easy on the free edge, okay? But I just try to get them nice and rounded and to where it's gonna fit. This one could be a little big at the cuticle. Okay. Still could be a little bit, but I think it'll work pretty good. Okay. So get them trimmed as close as you can. And then I like to also hold them up and see how long I'm gonna need and just trim a little bit of that off. Not much. It doesn't really make a lot of difference. So it's just less hangover that you have to deal with in the end, really. Okay, let's get started. Now, I like to do these one nail at a time because we are going to use a foil gel. I am using Madam Glam's foil gel today. Pretty much any foil gel will work. I just don't like to put on decals where they can still slide around on base coat, but a lot of people do. So you can either apply them with foil gel or just wipe your base coat and apply them. If you're going the base coat method though, you need to make sure they are fully dry before you start filing off the excess, or it will probably rip them, right? It'll probably rip them. So I'm gonna cure this foil gel for 60 seconds and be right back with you. Okay, so foil gel should cool a little bit, right? So we are going to take our decal and put it face down on the stamper. going to get a little brush into the water, and I'm just going to wet the back of that decal down. You don't need a ton, but you do want to see that it's soaking all the way through the paper, and we're just going to let that set. And I'm going to let that set in real time while the gel is cooling down. And why I have you on here, because I want you to see how long it takes in real time for the backing to come off that. Now, some people choose to stick the whole decal in water and then, you know, grab the decal with tweezers. That's a good way to do it too. I just prefer this way because it's a lot less messy. You don't have to dry off the decal as much. When it comes out of the water, you have to tap it dry on a paper towel. This I can generally just take one of my wipes and I can tap it dry. See there? I'm just pulling the paper off with the brush. Get rid of the paper. And then I'm just going to tap this dry. But since we use such little water, that does not take very much time. Okay, let's put it on. Okay, I'm struggling with, I like to put them on like this so I can see right through the stamper and get that centered on my cuticle. But I'm only going to push down the middle, okay? I'm only going to push down the middle. I'm not going to push the stamper, and I'm going to roll it like this. That way, I can get in here with my finger on these edges and smooth that down really well. And it's okay if you have a few little wrinkles. It's not the end of the world. Okay, so you're gonna pat that down around your free edge too. And with that foil gel, she's on there now, right? You don't have to wait for it to dry or anything before you go in with your file. So now that it is on, I'm gonna grab my file, and how you want to take off the excesses of these is take your file kind of at a little angle, right? Can you see that angle? And you just file in a downward motion. Don't go up and down, just down. Okay? Very lightly. It doesn't take much, and you don't want to mess up the tip or anything. Okay, so I do have a little excess on this edge, so I'm going to be very careful and just run it along there. Okay. Okay, and you can see by doing that at that angle, I have a little tiny bit of the free edge showing, and that's perfect because then we're going to be able to seal that decal in with your base coat. Okay, let's get to the middle finger, the naughty finger, shall we? Okay, I am going to speed this part up of me putting this one and the thumb on, and then I'll come back to you. So here we go. Okay, we have them all on. Now, to seal in those decals, we are going to want to go in with a base coat first. And you want to make sure you cap your edges with your base coat so it seals that decal in all the way around. And they do not catch on something or something like that. So make sure you get your edges well. And that's why I don't mind if they're a little bit up on the edges, just a tiny bit. Because I know they're going to be sealed then. I got turned on to 77 decals by my good friend Nails by Kimberly. She posted one night that they were having this amazing sale. If you bought 5 sets of decals, they were only $1 a piece after you purchased 5. I bought 15, right? I probably could have bought a lot more, but decals to me are such a fun way to dress up a nail when you struggle with nail art, right? Or you just don't want to take the time every single set to do fancy nail art. This gives you a poppin' set of nails without sitting down for 4 hours and doing them. And I love a good, colorful graffiti set. Okay. Make sure we don't have any on our skin anywhere. And we'll cure that for 60 seconds. Then I'm going to top coat them and put my cuticle oil on. And I will come back and we'll finish up this video on Back to Basics water decals. All right, lovelies, I'm back. Ooh, and these are some fun summer graffiti nails. I'm so in love with those water decals. And also that Madam Glam, I don't know if you can tell, but that has just a little bit of shimmer in it. And it is exquisite. I love that polish so much. Well, these were really fun to do, and I'm so hoping that I inspired some of you, or at least showed you how to jump into water decals. I will list everything that I used today down in the description box. If you want to try out some Madam Glam, I do have a 35% off coupon code to use, which is nanaangnailsit. I'll also link my Madam Glam link in the description box as well. This was really fun, and I think they turned out great. Let me know what you think and if you're gonna try or have tried some water decals for some fancy nail art. All right, that's all I have for you today, lovelies. Check down in the description box for some coupon codes to save you some money. I'm live every single Wednesday and a new video each and every week. Check my playlist. I do have a whole playlist with Back to Basics for beginners to jump in and do your own nails and save you some money. All right, if you have not subscribed to my channel, come on over. What are you waiting for? I'd love to have you in the family. That's all, lovelies. Until next time, love ya, Nana Ange.